Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 8 trades. As you can see, today's date is July the 21st and I am using my new FX trigger system. Love trading with it as it makes my trading easy and a lot of fun. Keep in mind, whoever picks up my FX trigger system, I will be showing you how you can get this trading simulator for the MT4 for totally free. You can put in buy and sell orders, you can have many trades running, you can do hedging, you can adjust your stops and targets. It's loaded with features, and if you use this on the weekend when the market is closed, which is exactly what I do every weekend, I do up to 8 hours, and within the first 30 days I got my trading level to another higher level. I'm now getting double the amount of pips I would normally get. It's speeded up my learning curve. Like, you can do 1 year's worth of trades within a few weeks. So is exactly what you should have if you want to learn how to trade much faster. Remember, this is totally free. Comes with the FX trigger system. Okay, and just to let you know, you can see I'm running 2 trades here at the time. I did 26 trades. I had only 1 loss, and I turned a $10,000. They give you $10,000, and I made, over the course of a couple hours, $9,200 and change. So I really recommend that you get your hands on this trading simulator. Now, before I get into these trades, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time, and that includes all my trigger systems. It took me 8 years and over 700 systems to learn that. To get that up to 80 or 90% success rate, you'll have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and a lot of education. I provide the education. You must buy this education, and then you must do the homework, or you will fail at trading. I highly suggest putting in more than 1 trade at a time, as no one knows which pair will move the greatest number of pips. That is why I place 3 or more trades at a time. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. If you leave your name and email address, I will put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. Okay, now we can get into these trades. First trade I took, I bought the pound Swiss. Let's see where I got in at. The system right from here was saying to buy. Now the market is going to do whatever it wants to do. But I did drill down the lights from the higher time frames, and it was also saying to buy. In other words, it's going to go up. Should have just exercised some patience and wait for this price swing right here, but not a big deal. As long as you know the direction of the trend, and make sure you understand that on these pound pairs, 10, 20 pips will not hold. Came and tested the bottom, which was around 30, 34 pips against me, and I knew once I saw this hammer and pin bar, it was going to go back with the direction of the trend. And as you can see, it's still going up along with the 3 blue boxes. So I ended up with 5 pips, and 5 pips on the pound Swiss paid $542. How many times have you taken a trade? You were pretty sure that the trend was up, and then you put in a 20 pip stop. Well, for you, that would be a loser. That's why you have to understand support and resistance. Some traders call that market structure. All these things I teach within the training videos. Moving right along. Euro New Zealand. This one, I sold it. First thing I would notice from 6 o'clock here in the morning, and by the way, I teach exactly how to drill down the lights, what you should be looking for, and that surely will help your trading. So the system was saying to sell. It's exactly what I did, and it could have easily went back up to here or a little bit higher up. It didn't in this situation. Here's my stop right there. Got in, went against me 8 pips, and just to let you know, if I was still in the trade, I'd be making more pips. And by the way, if you're the type of trader who likes to get more pips, I have 2 excellent videos that teach how to stay in the trade for more pips. But I closed it out at this point, being happy with a grand total. I ended up getting 12 pips, and 12 pips on the Euro New Zealand paid $830. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, Euro Aussie. On the 5 minutes, I had a trader ask me yesterday, how good does it work on the 5 minutes? Well, this is a perfect example. Got the signal from back here, took the trade here. This is the time I get up, took the trade at this cursor, went against me 6 pips, and I closed it out at this cursor with 15 pips, and 15 pips on the Euro Aussie trade paid $1,098. Let's move on to the next trade, pound dollar. System was saying to buy from right here where this arrow is, and this one also decided to do a pullback. Let's check to see what the pullback was. This one was around 35 pips, but I knew by drilling down the lights, the higher time frames was saying it's gonna go up. Not a big deal, I didn't care about that. I just had to watch price action at this area of support. As soon as I saw this hammer, I knew right away I was gonna make some pips. If I was in the trade right now, I'd be up 47 pips. But I was happy with the grand total, and I closed it out when I was hitting this basic top right here with about 12 pips, and 12 pips on the pound dollar paid $1,200. And remember, this is all part of the trade management that you must master. 95% of the traders out there, they fail, and a very high percentage of them got no clue about trade management and money management. And that's why they keep blowing up their account, and eventually they quit trading. Moving on to the next pair, pound CAD. System was saying to sell by these 2 red lines, 2 red boxes, and I took the trade at this cursor right here. Now it did spike down to 40 pips. It went back against me 12 pips, and I finally decided to close the trade. Ended up with 18 pips, and 18 pips on the pound CAD paid $1,421. Let's move on to the dollar CAD trade. Drag and drop this up. System from way back when was saying to sell, red lines, red boxes. So I took the trade at this cursor right here, did go against me 17 pips, and I just closed it out happy with a grand total of 24 pips. and 24 pips on the dollar. CAD paid $1,816. Moving on to the next trade, I took pound yen. Let's run a check on that. System I can see right away. And by the way, a lot of these trades, if not all of them, were a great way to trade. That's using the goal line and the indicators down at the bottom. Let's see where I got in at. Took the trade here, put my stop just below the goal line there. Now I knew that it could come back to the moving averages, so that is why it's very important that you understand the flow of the market. Did do a pullback of around 30 pips, and as you can see, it's still going up. And you can certainly stay in the trade until you have a reason to close the trade. And I give those reasons within the training videos. Close the trade right here with looks like 29 pips. And 29 pips on the pound yen paid $2,631. Moving on to the last trade, the euro CAD. See where I got in at. The trigger system was telling me to sell. I knew that it could go back, do another cycle, but that's not a big deal. I knew from the higher time frames that the trend was down. Knowing that it can do the pullback, I still took the trade. This did qualify when I pulled the trigger. Very good looking chart setup for a great way to trade. Did go against me, 12 pips, and I closed it out, looks like with 40 pips, and 40 pips on the euro CAD paid $3,080. So another great day of trading using my FX trigger system. I got my quota in, which I'm usually aiming for 100 or more pips. Today's pip total was 155 pips, and 155 pips paid $12,621. So if your system is not producing like my FX trigger system, I suggest you get your hands on it. To do so, all you got to do is look right below this video. You'll see this right up. My FX trigger system, I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market. Now my system has over 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 5 MT4 templates, 12 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Now, I threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. This is what you're going to need to succeed at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 43 training videos. Was 42, but then I did this one in the red, how to backtest using the trading simulator. This is a long video. It's the longest one. It's actually just over 50 minutes, showing you lots of tips and tricks and how I basically use it, and putting in trade examples. You can put this video on pause, read all the different ways that I teach to trade the markets. Any questions at all, quite simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. I do prefer Skype, made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on this link and we will have a connection. And through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks, and keep in mind that there'll be no obligation to you. Now, if you click on this link right here, you'll see 34 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video, and I'll repeat it one more time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until the next trade, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.